Greetings, everyone. We all have congregated here today to worship the token of sleep's past self first time reaction. If you are here to worship along with us, as we hear Vessel and the Vessel 2 on the drums, all say, let us worship. We have myself, the wolf that is locked. The reaction for the first time of the sleep tokens, past self of many lives. May I invite you to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bing bell to be yelled at that I dropped a fucking reaction. That is all. Let us worship. I know something's wrong with me. If you just start realizing that something's wrong with me, welcome to the channel. I don't know why. Every time I do a sleep token video for the first time, that's the voice I have to have. We don't argue about it. Let's get it.
Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know it's not a game or a fantasy.
Yeah.
And I don't even know who I used to be, but nothing is the same, and some things have to change now. Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know it's not a game or a fantasy, and I don't even know who I used to be, but nothing is the same, and some things.
Where I got the voice from. Her name was from Princess Bride.
Even know who I used to be, but nothing is the same, and some things have to change. No. Clawed out of my woodwork, bolts out of my boot, in and out of my dreamscapes. People acting different. One look at my past self, double taking my cash flow, apologizing for shit that frankly I stopped thinking of years ago. And you know I deliberate on cutting out the demons. I still need a dark side, they just need a reason. The passage of the hours into rushing through the seasons, falling through.
Bro, Vessel showed his ass with this. He showed his ass. And I feel like this is an exploration of one's identity. The struggles of letting go of one's past self and the uncertainty of who you're going to become. Especially with Vessel and what recently happened, and with his past self being, his private life, and it's like with this being in Sleep Token, and Sleep Token noticeably and well-deserved getting bigger and more attention. It's like knowing like you have to let go of your past self because who you're about to become is somebody who is going to be in the limelight. Kind of like you said in Caramel. They say my real name to get a rise out of me, but I'm forever grateful, so fuck it. I'm glad that they're there. But man, that's the price I pay for stepping in the limelight.
I'm cutting out the demons. I still need a dark side, they just need a reason. The passage of the hours into rushing through the seasons, falling through my mind with the leaves on the tree. So keep me alive, keep me believing.
Oh, keep me alive, keep me believing. Vessel knows how to get that emotion out of you. Oh, the rawness in his vocals and the rawness of in him peeling back his vulnerability as not only an artist but a human being is beautiful in this whole entire fucking album. If you don't agree with me, argue with your mother, but not me.
Leaves on the tree, so keep me alive, keep me believing that now is the time to take it or leave it. Gave away all my blessings, left off weightless, torn apart by the true believers who turned out to be fake. You're gonna dance on the line with me. You know it's not a game or a fantasy.
I like that line. Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know, it's not a game or a fantasy. I feel like that's not a double, more like a metaphor for like the risk involved in embracing change and the courage required to confront one's evolving identity. And I feel like this is him finding himself as vessel. Just because he's been doing it for a while doesn't mean like you haven't went through those necessary steps. And I love how versatile in their range is, how they can go from something heavy to something more pop oriented. And I feel like him spilling out his feelings about his past self and then the nervousness of stepping into his ever evolving identity. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
I don't even know who I used to be, and nothing is the same, and some things have to change now. Are you gonna dance on the line with me? You know it's not a game or a fantasy, and I don't even know who I used to be, and nothing is the same, and some things have to change now. And you the guardian name.
Like he's dancing on the line between wanting to give up or carry on. How I thought of it. That's also a good one. See, I love how, like you said, I love how you can hear lyrics and interpret different ways, how you hear it. That's a good one too. But just going, I know what you mean, Holly, but then I just keep going back to Caramel when he like, 1 foot, what was it? 1 foot on the roses, 1 foot in the landmine, something like that. But how he just talks about the pressures of like the stage being a prison, people trying to get a rile out of him by saying his real name, and he could respond back. It could ruin his life. It could ruin what the band is going through, what they got going on. But then, like he says in Caramel, he's forever eternally grateful. So he's still at the end of the day just glad we're there. So I feel like this just has a connection with him evolving as an artist, evolving as vessel. Because now that I'm looking at the playlist, like the songs, I haven't heard Look to Windward yet, but that's one. And when I look at Look to Windward, I feel like it's like looking for hope, looking for that opening, that sign. Then you have emergence of oneself evolving their identity and embracing that change about yourself. Then you have past self, which I think still connects to emergence, with him talking about his past self and his past life when he wasn't vessel. And now he's given up certain things of that past life to step into the artist vessel, but at the same time, he's nervous about crossing that line because there's a cost and a gain from both sides. Then you go on to dangerous, how when you have someone or have people, even in your team, your corner, family, that tells you things, and that it feels like those things when you're sleeping, they're on your mind so hard, you're talking them out loud. You're dangerous when you can influence me and tell me things when I'm not ready for that emergence of and forget about my past self. Then you have Caramel when he talks about those stresses of being vessel, being on the stage, how the fans do treat him, but how he appreciates it and grateful. And then the other fans who are good and how he wouldn't give up this life and he's grateful for it. Do you have even in Arcadia when you have those doubts of feeling lost and feeling like, okay, my peace is being taken, because even in Arcadia, there's supposed to be peace. And now I feel like my peace is being sacrificed to step into who my identity as Vessel. I haven't heard Provider yet, but if I can only think about it with the theme that's going on, that's like being a provider to the fans, as far as giving us music and entertainment. So he's like I said, I've yet to hear Provider yet. So thinking about my little timeline in the album, my little myth, my little lore I got going on. It's like, without even hearing Provider yet, I feel like, okay, I'm being a provider to my fans. I'm providing a service, and I feel the struggles of having to do that, and the stress of and the heaviness of having to do that. But I'm struggling in the duality of myself. Then you have Damocles, which at the end of the day, let's all just be real, it's pretty much spilled out there that the life he's choosing is a double-edged sword. And I haven't heard Guess the Main and Infinite Baths yet. But now that I'm looking at it, they legit I feel like they purposely did the track list like that on purpose. That literally hearing Past Life just sparked that. And this is the beauty of music. If music is not sparking inspiration, sparking things like that within you, making you think, then how is it truly an art form? Music does shit like that. It inspires you. It makes you think. It makes you want to, it makes you be like, damn. Take my shoes off and put theirs on for a minute. This album, this whole entire raw artistry and vulnerability is what we need in music today, no matter the genre. Because even though they're known for being in a heavy genre, they're showing their range. I'm just saying. Sorry, that was my TED talk. Let's finish Past Self, because I was jamming with Past Self. Y'all know sometimes I get my interpretations, and Mary Poppins, I got to reach in the bag sometimes, and you know what I'm saying? That hook.
Something's out to change, no. You're the guardian angel, hacking into my brain cells, stepping up from my future, uploading my true self. Did I get this far for nothing, or are you the reward? Guarding hands in this hell house, opening new.
Oh yeah, we got a storm going on.
I am out of hesitation, head over heels at elevation, walking an inch above the pavement, taking it stride by stride together. If this is real, then I am all up in a frenzy, not like before when I was empty, saying the story we tell is never ending, taking it side by side together.
Even though I'm afraid to take this step, and I feel like before then I was empty, let us both sip from this chalice to feel full. Come on, Vessel. Preach. Oh my gosh. When Vessel does those high notes, but then when he has himself in his head voice in the background, kind of blending in, bro. His chest voice is crazy. They fucking cooked. Vessel cooked. Vessel 2 cooked. They cooked. I don't know if I know correctly if Vessel 3 and 4 have officially been signed on for the studio. The last comment I saw was that Vessel does the vocals, the guitar, the bass, all that. The studio wise, and Vessel 2 does the drums. And then when they do shows and on tour and stuff, Vessel 3 and 4 do the, you know, guitar, piano, and bass and stuff like that. That's what I heard. I don't know if they're official yet, but that's what I've heard so far. But either way, Past Self was fucking fire. That gets a top tier for me, most fucking definitely. This album is phenomenal.